right, so I guess this is a good point as any to start. I had a little bit of problems with the connection and stuff, so that's why I waited a little bit more. But it seems to be alright now. Hopefully the stream is, it's clean looking and everything. Should be alright now. But yeah, Monday, always, it's been okay. Worked out, did some chores, and I hope to put at least a couple hours into this mix because I kind of wanna finish it. It's been a couple days. It's been a couple sessions. I think it been like 2 mixing sessions. But I got a bunch of stuff today, and sorry, let me unplug this cable that I don't need. And I got a bunch of Chinese like bullshit AliExpress devices, but one of these, this is super useful. I'm not sure if I can get it. This is a Bluetooth transmitter and receiver, which is great for me because this is cheap, like $30 or something. And with this, what you can do, you can plug it in anything audio, and you will be able to use any Bluetooth headphones with it. So what I do is I can check mixes using Bluetooth headphones, which is standard for people. Like everyone listens to stuff through Bluetooth headphones, so that's great to instantly check how your mix sounds on consumer devices, because we are mixing stuff on these guys, but people don't listen to our music with these guys, which are awesome, by the way. But this is not a consumer product, so it's very important that we do check our mixes using actual consumer headphones and stuff like that. But yeah, I think I'm ready to jump into the mix, so not waste any more time. Get to it. Hope your Monday's going well, by the way. Alright, I'll give this a listen, like a listen from start to finish, so you will be able to listen to it as well, and then we'll make our considerations and start working again. So, here we go. All right. There's a bunch of things we need to check. All right, I remember it being a little better than this. Guitars are a little quiet. I mean, if I turn it down, now you'll see me turn down the volume a lot of times to check levels, and this is because when we listen to stuff at a very high volume, it automatically sounds better because our brain is just wired like that. So to check the actual volume of things and balance, it is wise to just listen at a very low volume. I think guitar is a little too, yeah, a little too much of this. Oh, I didn't EQ this guitar at all. What I'll do, I'll make this a little darker sounding than the lead, so. All right. You know what? I don't like this synth being. Yeah, I don't like this synth being what? I want it to be in the center, and that's it. Do this. Let me bring it down a little bit. And there's a piano that's getting lost here. This guy needs to stick out a lot more this section, so I'll just run out the mission, pull it up. Right. This brass, I want it to be in the center. Now. Yeah. Also, I wanted to sound a little quieter than this. Also, the attack is a little too delayed. There's in this section, so I wanted. Let me just pull it down a few milliseconds. Yeah. And Cubase is useful in this regard because it kind of gets, like, gives you a little, you know, a little pointer where it thinks it should go. Like it should, cause it analyzes the waveform and kind of tells you know maybe it is the case to put it like you know here. All right, sounds good. Sounds good. This guitar is too quiet. These strings here also sound too quiet, so. Not these. Where are the other one? All right, so these drums have a problem. The problem is the snare is too loud for its own sake, so let's bring it down. This section needs to be balanced a little better. This is better, but the electronic part is sounding less convincing to me. Let's just kind of get the first part right. So I need to find my strings, which should be here. these strings also sound a little behind in terms of timing. So, and this happens with realistic whatever plugins and stuff. But I want to make it sound a little more on time. Yes. All right. Now the electronic drums, I cannot hear the kick. Need to boost this guy a little bit. Hey Michael, what's up? Hope your Monday is going good. It should be morning for you. Hopefully everything is all right. I've seen you went to Japan. How was that? Looks very promising. Oh, you just got back, so yeah, that's gonna be wild. How was the how was the jet lag? Like, how did it hit you? Because how many hours is it like from where you are? Because it's like a whole day almost, I reckon. It was incredible. If you haven't been, you have to go. Yeah, I've never been, but I wanted to go. I had a hunch, like I wanted to go just before the COVID thing happened. And I know they've been closed to outsiders for a while. So then I kind of lost track of it. But yeah, I definitely want to go. 13 for me. Jesus Christ, that's yeah. I wanna bet the first couple days were wild. This trip was originally April 2020, and the fund just opened. Yeah. I know that they've been pretty strict with their thing there with tourists and stuff. Where did you go? Like cities and stuff? I would guess Tokyo, but other than that, did you visit somewhere else? Tokyo, Kyoto, Osaka, and Fuji. Yeah, that's great. That's great. Right, so I want to do a thing before we start putting the fun stuff, which is delays, reverbs, and compressors, stuff like that. So originally, now the way I organized this mix is I have main group, which are the main instruments, the ones that you can live without in this song. If you take one of those instruments out, it's gonna you're gonna lose the track. Extra is like frills, stuff that are there, are nice, but not really necessary. And then drums speaks for itself. And then all these groups go into this one main plus drums, and then they all go into the master route. Now, thinking about it, I wanna bring out of main the guitars and maybe the synth, but anything that does a main melody. So all the leads are gonna go out of this, so that we can, you know, work towards making the lead instruments always like audible, always center stage. That's important. So start bringing out guitars. At least these two go here. The synth, I think, will go here. This go here as well. So 2 guitars, 2 synths. Track sounding good. Thanks, Michael. It's still, early. We need to add a lot of things, but yeah, we're in a good spot. All right, so what I'll do is I'll duplicate this one, because this track now, the problem with this organization is you're dividing by importance, and sometimes, a piano can do chords or can do melodies, but we are organizing things by function, right? So we need to split the parts where the same piano does chords and the parts where the same piano does melody. So, like here, this is a lead instrument now, right? In this part, this is lead, so go here. I'll call it piano delay, lead. And I think that's all. Yeah. So this guy can go here in our new group. All right. So we'll do a group, call it leads. I'm gonna assign all of these, lose the mixer. Assign all of these guys here. Not sends, but I need the big one. Routing. This will go into leads. And lead group will go into the master route. Yes. Sometimes I need like a second to confirm that I'm not saying, stupid bullshit. But yeah. So we have main plus drums going into this and leads going into this, right? Perfect. But what I will do is I will mimic the, oh, maybe I don't need it actually. Let's see. Did the main group have did the main group have? No. Yes. All right. This preamp thing that we did on the group, I'm gonna do it again because we lost a little bit of sound over here. So just pull this all the way here. Cannot, right? Just do this then. Just groups. There you go. And I think it's a bug. Cannot see the names. Oh, that's great. Oh man, Cubase, why are you like this? All right, so just do it. Yeah, it's gonna be faster like this. Do it again manually. Put the gate down. Pull up this channel. And just crank it up. And I use 4 because I like it. And now let's pull up this guy. All right. Now it hasn't changed like anything in how it sounds, but it will once we apply our processing on the dynamics. So like instantly, one thing we can do is take the main group, put a Nova, an EQ, put it in the 4-band dynamic, and use an external signal, which should, yeah, over here. So what happens, I can take the signal from the lead group that's called leads. And now what happens is this EQ is actually tucking down the frequencies that are being played by the leads in the main group. What this means, this creates space for the main melody every time it plays. And it's very nice and subtle, and I really like this. But you can pull the threshold down or up. I kind of want to bring this down a little bit. This is where guitar lives most of the time. So Yes. Now it's even sounding a little louder. Another thing we can do instantly is go to the master route and put just a very nice compressor that will start shaping the sound a little bit in terms of dynamics. Yes. Good. This is sounding better. Right. Now this kick needs to be helped a little bit because it's not sounding like it should. The whole electronic drums, I lacks a little bit of low end, I think. So we can go here and just use an EQ. Let's try. I want an EQ that gives it color. So what do we have? Let's try just this one. Right. All right, this clap doesn't really convince me. Where is it? Let's try to give it a better sound. I think it's sounding a little thin. Yeah. Need to boost it a little bit. I like this. Yeah, I like this more. Yes. I like this more, but let's see if it's stereo enough. I don't think it is. Super like in your face. Try with a doubler. Might be. I think a doubler a lot. This. A little more delay. Not really. We'll need to see what happens if I put a very wide reverb. So let's see this the plate clap. Where is it? Oh, let's do something. Let's do a reverb. X channel to selected. Bar. Call it stereo reverb app. What happens? I want it to be very wide, so let's go spacious. No, I actually want very low, or actually short. little better, but alright, sounded a little better than before. Claps need to be way louder. They're fine here, but here they need to be louder. All right. All right, I don't like these hats being in opposite directions. I thought I would, but I don't. So try putting them both on the left. And these are way too aggressive. Need to kind of tone them down here in the high frequencies. Right. What I would do now is I would start putting compressors on stuff. So first thing, car lead. I will use the usual CL876. Nothing too crazy. Oh, this is why I didn't. Yeah. I don't know. I'm not using this one. I'm using the Arturia one, which is basically the same model, but it has an auto output and auto like linked. Yeah, there it is. There it is. There is a loud. And even the snare roll is a little loud here. And I would also compress this guy. Not this one, but the fat DT or whatever it's called. Just give it compression so that this point isn't as loud. Put low. Little, too little. Much. Good. All right. gonna take a short break. Gonna be soon. Back soon. All right, get back to it. We need to add a lot of compressors now. That's the compression phase, so that everything sounds a little more tidy and nothing sticks out in terms of volume, stuff like that. Where's my... Yeah. I now want this to sound a little less smiley. And smiley means when it does this, right? Yeah. All right, let's start by adding a compressor directly to this guy, to this, the whole group. So I think so what I'll do is I see one. This is way too much. Now you can hear it kind of bounces around. Like this has this bouncy feeling now that I'm compressing it. Right? That beer right there is lemon. Thanks, Michael. See, now, if you use a compressor, what it does for, those of you who don't know, of course, if you don't do any of this, a compressor basically squeezes the sound once it passes a certain volume threshold. So what this does basically, since the sounds that are loudest in the drums are the kick and the snare, it will kind of have this pumping effect because it squeezes the sound every time it goes over the threshold, and it goes over the threshold when the kick is playing, right? And you can do the same exact thing on the main plus drums group. So I will do this again so that the whole mix, basically, besides the leads, have this little squeezing effect when the kick and the snare trigger. So try this again. I think if this doesn't work, we can do that by sidechaining the actual case. So we'll take the signal from the kick and use that. Guitars, I keep going back and forth with this guitar sound. This is a little annoying. So let's bring it down a little bit. Can I? Right, please? No? Not allowed? Why I'm not allowed to run automation? Yeah. Should be able to. Yeah. Alright, Cubase. There's a piano here that goes a little bit over. So let's compress it a little bit. seems like this compressor isn't slow enough. So let's try just the one where I can see the milliseconds. Hmm. All right. Better than before. A little too loud, this part. Let's. All right. These guitars are a little too loud. All right. There's this little arpeggio here that I want to. Oh, I didn't even EQ it. Let's just. way better. And now what I want to do is I want to pan it from left to right. So it kind of has a little fade in effect. Not really a fade in, but it's like it moves as it goes up in pitch. It moves from left to right. So I'll do this. Put, I just need to put 1 actually. Like 1 point here, 1 point here. So let's do like 50 to 50. Yeah. All right. Another thing I wanted to do, or rather another instrument I want to compress, is the acoustic drums that play just in the first half of this song. It's the same idea. I didn't want this one. Sorry. That's the normal. Right. there's something that doesn't. Yeah, this guy here. Let's go. I think we can do. The problem I have here is that when the snare and the kick play together, it kind of creates like a boost effect where it sounds too loud. At first, I thought it was the snare. It isn't. It is the kick. But what we can do, thanks to the Nova here, is we can add again another one. And we can tell it to just again for band dynamic, and we can use the input sidechain input from the snare. There it is. Right here. And we can lower the threshold because now you can hear that this is very exaggerated, but you can hear that when the snare plays now, kick is way less present. Right? Yeah. Yeah. Way better. Here, something weird going on here. There's a compression going on that I don't like here. Let me see if I can find where it is. Probably here. Not here. Not here. Then it's gonna be here. Yeah. Now what I'll do, I'll pull up the extra group. I'll put put 2 compressors now. Yeah, I think I will do that. And I'll put another compressor, which is gonna do a sidechain thing with the I want to say with the drums. Try that. Let's try the sidechain with the electric drums. What happens? Yeah. All right, let's check these extra instruments here. Oh, I want to do the same automation here we did for the pre solo. So I'm gonna go here, just paste it. And this whip, as nice as it is, it's being a little loud. Yeah. Right. Oh yeah, right. This piano sounds a little weird at parts. Yeah, it was a little too bright. Yeah, I like it better. It's too loud. Let's bring it down a little bit. It's way too loud. And these chimes are not there. I need to brand them up so that they can cut through the mix a little bit. Absolutely. This. Yeah. A little better. Yes. Right. Now, another thing I want to do before doing anything else is I want to help the bass and the kick. What I mean is, now I'm listening through some headphones that go all the way down to 10 hertz. Like they begin producing sound at 10 hertz, so it's very low. But when you listen like from a bunch of these, like these Bluetooth like little headphones, they don't reproduce those basses, right? So what we want to do is we want to kind of create a bass track that is like around 100 hertz, so that it will have the illusion that you're hearing the deep bass on those little headphones. And how you do that is you put an effects channel on your track that you want to help, and you use a max bass plugin. So this one, I like this one. I'm sure you can do, the same thing with other, like with just an EQ. But I'm find myself using it. It's fine. So let's route this signal together with bass. Yes, I'll call it max bass. Now we have this little. I'll show you how it works. So. Right, so this is the bass. I will just listen to the plugin. Right, now it's not doing anything, but if we do put it in a preset, and I do like the PC laptop, or there was another one, I don't remember, maybe Medium. PC laptop does this. Right, so this is basically enhancing those higher frequencies, which are still low, but they are higher than the actual bass, so that you will be able to hear the bass better on systems that don't have good bass. And you mix this signal with the original bass, like this. Right? And you kind of you decide like how much of it you want. Not everyone has a massive subwoofer. Yeah, like it's almost like no one, because everyone is listening to our music through this bullshit Bluetooth like little headphones, and this is a problem for anyone who makes music. Also, hi, what's up? And we do have to kind of put up with a bunch of stuff nowadays that people didn't need to consider like back, like, I don't know, 20 years ago. And one of it is this, and the other is mono listening. And mono listening happens all the time through phones or through Bluetooth speakers that are just mono. So if you make like a very wide mix, might sound very nice in your headphones or from your speakers, but you may encounter the problem where instruments start disappearing in mono. So that's a big problem. So what you do, and this is Cubase, but you can do this in any DAW. You can put your monitoring in mono and see what happens. See, I'm losing some information here. Right? But that's alright, as long as I don't lose the melody, I don't lose the kick, I don't lose the bass. So it's inevitable. If you want to do like a stereo mix, you're gonna lose info once you put it in mono, but you want to make sure that the important parts are still there when you switch to mono. And ideally, you don't want to hear a different volume when you switch. So we're pretty close. There's not a big jump in volume, so that's a good sign. Another thing you can use, and this is a very, very nice plugin that is free, Corellometer by Voxengo. This gives you an idea of your like how wide your mix is on a multi-frequency, theme. So this means this part of the frequency spectrum until like 200. When it's on 1, it means it's mono. It's in the center. When it's on 0, it means it's wide left and right, like all the way left, all the way right. It goes below 0, it goes like inverted phase, and that's like phase cancellation. So that's when you don't hear anything. I'm not sure if you like kind of got into this, but phase cancellation is when there's a value that's exactly the same as the value that's left and right. So they kind of void each other and you cannot hear anything. So you want to make sure that you're mainly like above 0. And what I do is I want to keep this in mono, like the low end. I want to keep it in mono so that the kick is always there, the bass is always there. And I want to make sure that the 1K, the 2K, like over here, is fairly in the center as well, because this is where melodies are, guitars are, and everything. Even like voices usually hang around here. So this shape is like the shape I kind of want to get. So get it wider over here in the mid-range, and maybe you can get wider on the very high frequency part. I'm fairly mono in this mix. I will adjust it later. I will widen it a little bit in those spots later. All right, this synth is too loud again. Yeah. Let's do this here. This piano is too loud. Where is it? I will drown this probably in reverb, so it's fine if it sounds a little dry now. You need to kind of, yeah. I feel like the drums are too loud here. Right. I think we're in a good spot right now. I feel like we're in a good spot. Probably not the final volume balance, but we're pretty close. I think. I will probably listen to this on my own time, just because I get distracted talking while on stream and stuff like that. So I need mine like. First of all, I need to stop listening to this now. Like, I'm 2 hours in. My ears are pretty tired. Need to kind of step away a little. The only thing I want to do before I forget is I want to put this max bass thing on the kick as well. So let's go here. I'll put it just on the electronic kick. So let's do the exact same thing. Bass mono, configuration mono. The output's gonna go into A drums. Call it max. I will do the exact same thing. So laptop. Let's turn it a little bit because it's a little out of tune. There it is. And a CPU spike here. My CPU is working a lot. I might have a very a low buffer size. Sometimes I don't change it. But yeah, that doesn't matter. I will be closing the project now and the stream because I'm gonna go have some dinner. But let's just make sure. Not even like 256. There has to be some plugin that is causing this usage. Probably the max bass. Let me bypass this guy. I'm sure that the guitars are heavy, feel heavy. Yeah, look at that. Especially the Cory Wong thing. I think it's very heavy. Yeah. I need to render these files before I go into reverbs and stuff. But yeah, it's a little weird that I hit this CPU usage level. I don't usually get this much, like this close to the edge, but I am also streaming, but I used to do that in the past too, so I don't know. Right. Right, not bad. I'm sure the next time I will open this up, I will find stuff that I don't like. I think we're in a good spot, like, you know, in general, I don't think that we're in a bad spot. I need to move instruments around a little bit, make it a little wider, and then we can have fun adding delays and reverbs. This is still like basically dry. We just have the drum rooms, and that's it really. We just have this delay, which is part of the sound design. And yeah, I have some delay for the clap, but everything is still basically dry. But yeah, I think I'll be going having some dinner now. So I did the graphics and did everything. Let's use it. But yeah, I think I'm gonna be having dinner, and I don't know if I'm gonna stream tomorrow. At least I'm not sure I'm gonna stream production part. I maybe play some games like later, because I know this is a weird time for American people. It's like morning. So like when I start kind of working during the afternoon, it's early in the morning for you guys. So might make more sense to stream after dinner and not stream like stuff like this that requires me to be awake. But you know, some games might be idea. Yes, 2 p.m. there, but I started like 2 hours ago. So like at the very least it's like noon. And if someone lives like the West Coast, it's gonna be morning. And it's so fucking annoying. I feel like if I lived like in Australia or in Japan or something, it would be easier to stream for American people. Like, yeah, I mean, with how Twitter is going right now, I mean, they're probably gonna accept the notion that the Earth's flat. And I'm gonna give it like couple months, like tops. But I think that's being too generous. I really don't know where this is gonna go. That's the good thing about me not relying on Twitter is my social presence sucked like all the way, like all the time, but I don't rely on it. So now I'm like I don't really care what happens to it. I'm just worried for friends who rely on Twitter to work. But yeah, that's yeah. Everyone's gonna like soon. Yeah, I guess. But the problem is now, like when this happened for other platforms. So when I don't know, Tumblr died or any other social died, there was the next one, like it was there already, so everyone just jumped ship to the other one. But now doesn't seem to be like an obvious place to go for people, like as an alternative. So it's a weird situation now. But yeah, I'm gonna guess people are going back to Tumblr. Really? I was giving that website for dead. Like I didn't even think it would be active by now. But I've never used it. But once the whole Tumblr thing happened, I didn't know it actually continued to exist. But yeah, it's super funny actually. I don't know. I know some like they reinstated new stuff. That's did they do that as an as a reaction to the Twitter thing? Because if they did it now, it's fucking funny. It's the funniest shit ever. Yes, they did. Alright, that's good. That's great. Jesus Christ. Yeah, it's like it's the same exact thing that YouTube did when Twitch announced all the ads bullshit and the fact that they would take a larger cut from subscriptions, stuff like that. And YouTube in the same week announced they would keep like 30% instead of 70%. And they announced a bunch of other things. It was like, I think that time they announced the fact that they wanted to split shorts and live streams on the profiles. So and that's active now, so it's pretty good. So it's one of the reasons why I try to stream over here now, because I don't care about I'm not afraid to stream anymore because it's not gonna pollute my main feed of the videos. That's good. But yeah, we'll see. We'll see. I know some science people, like educators and stuff like that, moved to Mastodon or something like that. I don't know. I don't know what. I just looked it up like once, and it looks like a Twitter copy, but with servers. That's a weird thing. I don't know. It's I haven't fully grasped the idea over there, because it's kind of like Twitter, but we have servers, and the main guy who runs it hates fascists, so that's good. That's a great point. Like great advantage, but we'll see. I don't know. I think I've heard people talk about another app like Blue Sky or something like that. But I've never even looked for it yet. But yeah, we'll see. It might be useful for some people or some creators or some smaller creators to switch or to start, over on another platform that's just being born. So that's maybe a good thing about this. I don't know, but I'm gonna guess that Twitter is gonna die a slow death, and there's not gonna be like a mass exodus for now, at least, because like too many people rely on it for their job. That's what I think. But yeah, I myself have a couple friends who do, so I wouldn't want to be them, right? And this is a good reminder that we should, at least we creators should, how do I put this? We shouldn't rely just on one platform. We should try to diversify our presence, and I should be doing that too. So I'm thinking about like content on other places. YouTube, like I kind of let YouTube like rot a little bit because Spotify just pays me and YouTube doesn't. Not because YouTube has a bad split on money, but I just don't have the numbers over here, and I do on Spotify. But I'm thinking that I should can I invest in YouTube a little bit more, and maybe other socials. But I'm allergic to this kind of thing. So unless I find something I do like to do, some video format that might work. Yes, you are late. I'm sorry. I'm going to have dinner now. But yeah, I know this is a weird time to stream, especially like on weekdays. Hey, thanks a lot. I really appreciate you showing up. Anyway, I was just saying like a couple minutes ago that I will probably change the way I stream, meaning I'm probably gonna stream later during weekdays so that people can kind of join at a better time, and maybe like I'm gonna consider streaming in the afternoon for me and morning for you, like during Sundays or Saturdays. But yeah, we'll see. This is like all of a big experiment for now, so we can try things and see what happens. But yeah, I'm gonna go have dinner now, and see you guys soon. Thanks a lot for showing up. So I'll keep streaming on YouTube. So probably see you like in the coming days. I don't know what I'll stream, but I'll see you here. So have a good rest of your day, and see you soon.